Hey everyone, it's Andrew Vega here, and this video is about 3 or 4 weeks in the making, and it's finally high time we talk serious about it. So, we need to have a bit of a serious conversation about what is going to happen with this channel in the future and what is in store for me on YouTube in 2020. So, a lot of you will have noticed that the channel's gone through a lot of big changes recently, and not a lot of my YouTube videos from years past have completely disappeared, and a lot of my old content is no longer available to view. You're probably asking yourself, why is that? Well, there's a couple of very good reasons as to why, and there's not enough time in the day to talk over them and share with you my life story about why I'm deciding to go in this direction. I've come to the realization that my channel has a lot of scattered content, and there's no real focus as to what kind of videos I am creating. There's no real sense of what exactly I'm doing with these videos and what exactly is happening with it. Nothing's really going down with it, basically. And I basically realized last year I'm spending hours and hours on these videos that are supposed to be coming out, but they're not. And I made a lot of broken promises to you guys last year about some things that were supposed to come out that never happened. For example, my biggest YouTube project last year, I still haven't even finished. Even though it's literally this close to being done, I'm still not proud of it. Basically, it was a Lion King medley that I had recorded in my bedroom, in this very room, right over there, where that little weird thing is over behind me. I basically recorded a Lion King medley to coincide with the release of the live action adaptation of The Lion King, and obviously that never happened. I obviously never got it uploaded. I obviously didn't finish it, and yeah, basically it's still in limbo. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna even post it or not. The good news and the silver lining to this is, well, if we're going out with the old, what's gonna happen when we're coming in with the new? Well, that's the exciting and that's the good news that I'm gonna tell you right now. For 2020 and going forward, my vision for the channel is it's going to basically be my artist spotlight, if you will. A lot of you who know me personally know that I love to sing, and some of you also know that I have a very strong passion for the theater arts and things like that. You may have noticed I uploaded a video last year called This Is My Fight Song, where I did a cover of Fight Song by Rachel Platten with my theater department's resident accompanist, and I had supposedly sent that as a submission to be considered for a what's it called, like a closed off audition or whatever for The Voice. That never happened. I'm still thinking about auditioning for The Voice. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I also feel like I'm not ready for it either. So last semester in school, I started to get some private vocal lessons, and last year I found out a lot about myself as an artist, and I found that I can make content that and art that is appeasing to me. And despite the fact that I can't really see the visual art that I try to create, I can create something much different and much better that's going to resonate with me as an individual, as a human, as a person, and things like that. For example, some of you may know that I started to get really invested in Patreon as well over these last several months. I've joined up with creators like Redditor and Peter Hollins and Cultaholic and Brian Hull, just to name a few. And I got really behind a lot of those guys. And I still am behind a lot of those guys. However, some of them have made it evident to me that, unfortunately, Patreon isn't the best direction for them to go right now, for a multitude of reasons. For example, Brian has completely decided to change up his YouTube channel a little bit, where he's decided to slow down a lot in his video production. And Copa basically, the whole thing with Copa basically made him realize, you know what, maybe it's time to hit the brakes a little bit, just hit the pause button, hit the reset button, and just reevaluate for the new year ahead. So he's slowing way down, he's stopped his Patreon, and then more recently, I discovered another creator is kind of in the opposite way, where he's making so much money off having YouTube as his full-time job and making so much ad revenue that he has been able to come to a place where he is financially sustainable without Patreon. And Patreon has basically become somewhat of a burden on him, which I kind of feel bad because I'm one of his top level patrons and have been for a long time, a few months in fact, but it just doesn't seem to be working out the last month or two. So he's probably going to pause his Patreon at the end of the month, and who knows if he's going to bring it back. I certainly don't, but we can only wait and see. So I'm starting to try to see if I can go in a different direction with that, possibly support some other creators. Now, that is not to say I'm not starting my own Patreon. I don't think this channel's big enough for that. I don't think I need the support just yet. And like I said, I don't want to invest my time in making this a full-time job, because I'm basically, at this point, a full-time student and a part-time student worker. So there's just not enough time in the week for me to sit down every single day, go through and upload a YouTube video. I just can't do it. I just can't do that. I can't. So that being said, like I said, my YouTube channel is going to basically become my artist profile and my artist spotlight. So from this point on, you'll expect to see a lot of song covers, and a lot of theater stuff that I'm working on, a lot of different things as far as that goes. For example, last year, you'll have noticed on Christmas Day, I uploaded my first official song cover of This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. If you're curious, I'll put a card up here or something like that, where you can go ahead and check it out. My school got a new recording studio recently, and I've been trying desperately to find a very good space to be able to record things like song covers and possibly even bolster my Russell Chat TV podcast, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But basically, I fell in love with the recording studio the first time I saw it and the first time that I was able to use it. So I'm really looking forward to using that to my full advantage this year. And obviously they want to make the investment worth it. So on that note, I have some very exciting news to share with you all. In lieu of this recent revamp and to basically kick it off with a bang, I will be releasing my first video cover song tomorrow morning on January 25th. And it's not just going to be any traditional upload. No. I'm going to play with the tools tonight and stuff like that. And I'm going to try to make it a YouTube premiere. I've never done a YouTube premiere before. I'm going to hype it up as much as I can tonight. And hopefully tomorrow morning, many of you watching this right now will tune in for that. I will post the links in the description if I can. I'll post the links on my social media, so go follow me on Twitter and stay up to date there in order to see when I'm going to be publishing that. But my goal is to upload it sometime maybe around, I want to say, I don't know, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, perhaps, is probably a good time for most people. That would be 12 o'clock my time, so right around lunchtime, right around noon. Hopefully I'm not doing anything, and if I am, I'll have to change the time and update everything, but yeah, that's the goal right now. The video is done. It is edited and everything like that. It's not perfect. I will say the video is not perfect, but the audio is what's most important. The audio is what matters. I did the recording literally this morning. It got edited in less than an hour, and in less than 2 hours, I was walking out the door with my flash drive and the recording fresh in my hands. I had the video on my phone. Yes, I'm recording with my phone still, but I have an iPhone 11 now, so hopefully we'll get a couple of multi-angle shots eventually. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to play with it the next few months and see how this goes. But we've also, in Morgan news, we've also set up our next recording session for another 2 weeks from now. So, that being said, once I get more in a definitive place as to what's going to be when and things like that, I will try and keep you guys as posted as I can. I cannot make any promises, but yeah. So please, oh please, go follow me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date on the latest. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but I'm noticing now we're over 10 minutes. Basically, in summary, I'm going to say this. A lot of the old stuff's going to go away if it hasn't already. And there's going to be a lot of new, exciting content to look forward to in 2020. I'm going to say I'm not going to be as good as people like Peter Hollins or anything like that. Because Peter Hollins is a master and he's got a whole team behind him. So, he definitely knows what he's doing. I'm simply an amateur looking to slam my foot in the door and hopefully see if something works and something sticks. So, if you have any questions, feel free to pose them down in the comments section, because hopefully my channel will be safe from COPPA and we won't have to deal with the whole children's thing. I don't really know, because I'm still not clear on the rules yet, and I don't want to be sued for $43,000. So I'm hoping I fall in that weird gray area where my stuff isn't necessarily created and designed specifically for children, but it is what it is. And yeah, hopefully I don't get them hauling over like everything like that and whatnot, but yeah, either way, hopefully this new exciting direction is really, really exciting for everybody. Please, oh please, if you're a current subscriber, I'd love for you to stick around, check out what's coming out and what's coming up new this year. If it doesn't seem like it's your cup of tea, that's totally fine. I can understand that. Feel free to unsubscribe, but considering how low my subscriber count is right now, I'm not expecting all of you to go away at once, but if you do, hey, I'm not going to blame you, and more power to you if you want to run away and be free. So anyways, looking forward to tomorrow. Like I said, hopefully I can get YouTube Premiere up and working per se sometime tonight. And yeah, that's what computers are for, I guess. But anyway, yeah. So just wanted to give you guys an update. Again, as always, I'm not dead. And yeah, speaking of I'm not dead, tomorrow's song is I'm Alive from Next to Normal. So if you've ever seen Next to Normal, it won a Pulitzer Prize, by the way, in 2010 for Best Musical or whatever it was. I don't remember. But yes, it is coming out tomorrow morning, and I'm not gonna. I'm no Aaron Tveit, but I gave him my best try, and hopefully, you guys really like it. So if enough interest gets gained enough, maybe we'll sit down, do like some sort of live Q&A or something. Maybe we'll sit down and like just have a nice little chat about what it is to do this sort of thing. I don't know. We'll play around with this and we'll see where it goes. That's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to finish my dinner and probably go to sleep eventually once I get the YouTube Premiere stuff to work. But who knows how much sleep I'm getting because I'm not getting a lot. But yeah. So again, follow me on social media. Links will be in the description. All the info will be there. Leave a comment with your questions if you have any. Leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date. Please, oh please ring the bell because God only knows that if this goes awry, at least you'll know when I upload my next creation. So, that being said, I'm going to leave you all alone. Wish you all a very good evening, and I will see you all later. So, this is Xander Vega, signing off. Good night, everybody.